And hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday, National App Day, December 11th, 2020, on the National Day calendar, as they say. We're here. We're pretty excited to be here with National App Day. Becki Biggins will be joining us. We have a special guest from Wally. I'm going to keep his name, we'll surprise everybody with Wally, I guess. I'm trying to think of a nice way to. I keep wanting to say George. So George, I guess I'm telling everybody who you are already. So, but welcome everybody. We are going to be giving away some great prizes. Excited to have you here, and it is National App Day. So let's get into the groove, as they say, and get rid of this little thing here. George, Becki, welcome to National App Day.
Thank you.
Excited to have you on board, and I think we are. Yes, we are. Okay, so my numbers. I have a little latency going on here, so I apologize, everybody, if I'm coming a little bit with a little latency. I hope you guys are hearing me okay. Becki, I am just so extremely honored to have you on the show today.
Oh, that's very sweet, Marco. Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
So you're coming into us from the UK, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. And it's what time out there?
It's just past 8 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah. So my in bed. It's nearly a glass of wine time.
So do you have a favorite wine?
I like a Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fond of a Sauvignon.
Very nice. Very nice. So we are going to be giving away some prizes today. We have some great prizes, as a matter of fact. We will also, so we have some socks. We have some tortilla warmers that we'll be giving away. We also have concert tickets for Becki. So you'll want to hang on for that. Very easy to win all of this. You're just going to have to guess numbers. And Google will be picking numbers at random today for us, for you to win those. When I say socks, I mean socks. We have great socks here at National Day Calendar. We have tortilla warmers. You ever seen one of these, George?
No, I haven't actually.
These are the coolest thing. I used one the other night. They're from Juanita's Foods, and you throw your tortillas in here. You throw it in the microwave, and it warms them up, and then it keeps them warm for 10, 15, 20 minutes afterwards. So it's like when you go to the Mexican restaurant and they got the warmers for them. That's kind of what this is about. So it's kind of cool. So you're going to get a chance to win those as well. And in fact, we'll probably get that started right away. So we're going to get the contest going. You certainly can say hi to us, anybody. If you have any questions for Becki or George, just let us know. We're going to start the contest right now for the first pair of socks and a tortilla warmer. It's simple. Guess a number between 1 and 1,000. Post it up on the in your post space there, and we'll see that. So go ahead and start posting your guesses between 1 and 1,000. And it's interesting. I'm not seeing, we're having a little bit of a technical issue here, I guess. So I'm not seeing people coming in and commenting. Here we go. We do have some latency issues going on. So, but anyway, yes, say hi, everybody, if you want. If you have any special requests for Becki, she's going to sing for us in a little bit too. So this will be great. So, all right, Becki, you need to tell us about your history. Love to know a little bit about how you got started and who you've performed with.
Oh, well, so I started singing. I used to be a netballer. Now, I don't know if you play netball in the States, but it's quite big in schools here in the UK.
Okay.
So I used to play netball and loved it. I'm very small, so I was never that good, but I really enjoyed it. When I was 11, I moved to a new school, a senior school, and they didn't really have a netball team, but they did have a big band. And that big band went on tour every year. So before I left high school, I toured the States five times, toured Europe with my school big band. So that was how I really got started. So I was kind of working as a professional musician from quite a young age.
Okay.
And then music college, and been performing for a long, long time now.
Cool. And you have actually performed with Paul Hardcastle.
That's right.
Yeah. So how long have you been working with Paul?
I worked with Paul for about 4 years, I would say.
Okay.
So, you're going to see a small person go to bed. Sorry, so professional. Yeah, so I worked with Paul for about 4 years. I would welcome for that night.
I can't wait till my kids come in.
You just never know what will happen on live, right? Get your guesses in, everybody. 1 to 1,000 guesses in for your free socks.
So yeah, so I was working with Paul for about 4 years, but in that time we wrote 3 albums together, and we just had a great time. Working with him was lovely because it's just one of those relationships where I just kind of rocked up at his house. He had a studio in his garden, and it was just lovely from start to finish. We are good mates.
That's fantastic. So Pam, she's wondering how many times they can guess. You can just guess just once. You're gonna have 3 opportunities though during this, because we're gonna give away other socks in a little bit, and of course concert tickets. And by the way, the concert tickets that's a 24-hour contest. I should let everybody know that right away. And the reason that we're doing that is so that people who join us after the broadcast can get that as well. But the socks and stuff are for the live broadcast. But if you're joining us afterwards, make sure you guess that number. And and anybody who's joining us right now, they can actually put those guesses in pretty shortly here too. In fact, I'll put that across. That's actually a guess between 1 and 10,000. Guess a number between 1 and 10,000. And you have to put the hashtag celebrate every day behind that so that we know that is for the concert tickets that Becki and I will be talking about here shortly. So if you want to get your guess in for your concert tickets, that's fine too. And you can, if you want to guess up to 3 times on that one, we're okay with that. Just a hashtag celebrate every day with your guess between 1 and 10,000. So Paul Hardcastle is best known for what song, Becki?
19.
Okay. And do you know what year that came out?
Hang on, I can.
Is it 84? Was it 84?
I think it
okay.
was
84.
And that was that song, if I remember right, was based on Vietnam, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
So the song's called 19 because there was a news item that Paul heard, which was that the average age of a soldier going to war in Vietnam was 19.
Right.
Yeah,
I love the song. It was fantastic. So, and of course, it's National App Day as well. And you're gonna love these little broadcasts we do, because it's like having 2 or 3 people on ADHD talking about 14 different topics at one time. So I apologize for that, but I like to keep things kind of moving a little bit. So, it's also, like I said, National App Day. And I've done a thing in the past called App Wars. And Becki and I were just talking about beforehand. George, you didn't get a chance to get in that conversation. But what App Wars is that we try to outdo each other with apps. And I think it's appropriate for National App Day, right? So again, if you're guess for your socks, guess a number between 1 and 1,000. You don't have to put celebrate every day behind that. 1 and 1,000 for socks and the tortilla warmer. And of course, you can guess between 1 and 10,000 for the concert tickets. And make sure you put the hashtag celebrate every day behind that. So tell me, so App Wars is that we try to outdo each other. Okay, so I will ask you guys, George, first of all, are you an iPhone or an Android user?
I'm an iPhone user.
Okay, so you guys are going to gang up on me because it is 2 against 1 because I'm an Android user. Pam's coming in. She remembers the song 19, loved the video. Then the 19. That's exactly right, Pam. Fantastic. So I'm an Android user. So I will ask, what's your favorite mapping app? And I would say Google Maps. I'm going to guess you two probably use Google Maps as well, because that seems to be the standard. But got some great guesses coming in here, everybody. That's how you do it, Keisha. Put that number in, put celebrate every day behind that, and then you'll get tickets to Becki's concert. So, Becki, what is your favorite? Oh, if you're going to go out for coffee sometime in 2021 when we can all do this again, what, if you're traveling, what would you use for an app to find you the best coffee shop in the area?
Ooh, I don't know. This is a really tricky one. So I think I would do you know what I would do? TripAdvisor. That's what I do.
Okay. And anybody can weigh in, by the way. If you have a favorite app, please tell me what your favorite app is if you're going to go out and find a coffee shop in the area. Then also tell us if you're an Android or an iPhone user. George, what is your Your favorite?
Typically, I just open the maps and I just type in coffee. So I use the map app to actually find the coffee shop. So coffee shops nearby. I tend to take things at face value. So rather than get bogged down in the minutiae of reviews and stuff like that, I'll go and see for myself.
So do you look at, like, both of you, do you look at like if it's got a ranking of 4.8 out of 5 or whatever? Does that help you determine if the place is good or good enough for you to go to, or does it not really matter to you?
Doesn't really matter to me, Becki.
Yeah, it does. It does matter to me, very much so, because as you've just seen, I've got 2 small kids, so I don't really get out for coffee very much. So if I'm going to go out for coffee, it needs to be good coffee. Very fussy.
Are you seeing Krista weigh in here? She says she just uses the Starbucks app.
That's a good one.
Finding Starbucks, right? Pam is asking Siri. That's actually a good way to get there too. I'm with you, George. I use my Maps app as well. I think it's a great way to get there. So
I have to admit, though, I do try to go to the more boutique shops where possible, especially during the current climate, to try and kind of promote the local smaller businesses where possible.
I'm the same way too. I tend to I love supporting the local businesses when I can. So so let's see. Let's like I said, we'll continue the App Wars thing. Everybody, get your guesses in. We're gonna end the first contest in 10 seconds. So if you haven't guessed a number between 1 and 1,000 yet, get that in there for your chance to win socks and a tortilla warmer. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in contest, as I'm of course hitting the wrong buttons here as I'm trying to type. Contest number 1. I'll post that out there. And now how this works is I'm going to ask Google for a number between 1 and 1,000. And if you're the closest, you have won that pair of socks and a tortilla warmer. So, okay, Google, pick a number between 1 and 1,000.
Here's a random number, 932.
So the Google picked 932. 932 is whoever's the closest to that will win that first round. Making notes of that right now. So that's how it works, everybody. And again, we are giving away the set of tickets to Becki's concert. And I think I want to tease people about who you with your. I have some stuff loaded up for people to watch, I guess, up for you, Becki. We haven't really got into this yet, and I know we're going to have you. People want you to maybe sing a Christmas song or two. We're going to do that in a little bit too, but I know I'm going to put you on the spot like crazy. That's what this is all about. Right? So, without further ado, this is Becki Biggins.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, a fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. And I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, a fever all through the night.
Amazing.
Wow. How would anybody not want to watch that? You're amazing, Becki.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yes. So, concert that you're doing with Wally Rocks. Tell me a little bit about that.
So I was very, very excited to receive an email, I don't know, months ago, it seems, to say, would I like to do a live stream concert? And of course the answer was yes. And at the time I was just about to start recording my new album, It's a Man's World. And so I kept kind of saying, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we could do the tracks from the album? And anyway, it eventually transpired that I could get hold of, the studio tracks that my band had recorded and sing live to those. So when you see this show, what you're actually seeing before anybody else and hearing before anybody else is live versions of the songs from my new album, sung live.
So is this like the debut of some of these songs?
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
It's a world exclusive on some of these.
Yeah, on Wally Rocks.
On Wally Rocks.
In partnership with National Day Calendar. I'm feeling kind of honored about all of this all of a sudden. So
only the best.
That's fantastic. So, George, I'm sure I don't even have to ask you this, but I bet you have. I'm gonna unmic or let's see. Oh, you've muted yourself, George. So you need. There we go.
Yeah, no worries. I was getting prepared for the kids to come rushing in.
Gotcha.
You too.
Not a few minutes yet.
What is your favorite entertainment app, George?
My favorite entertainment app would be the We Are Live Entertainment app, the Wally Rock app. But that being said, I am an avid football fan, English Premier League. So I have recently downloaded the Peacock app, which is what NBC moved their football streaming too. So that would be my most used app.
Okay, but Wally Rocks, I'm gonna guess ranks in there as well for
So the We Are Live Entertainment app is available on Google Play. It's also available on the App Store and as a HTML5 web-based browser app. We currently look at live entertainment gigs. We also do sports and business as well. So it is something that's kind of coming to fruition, or it's come to fruition, and we're really excited about being able to help live stream video content and extend audiences and monetize for the likes of acts like Becki.
Yep, fantastic. And Becki, how do you feel about? I know you've played in front of live audiences for years. You're in studio recording all the time. How do you feel about this new venue of in this new world we live in now of live streaming?
I mean, obviously there's one huge downside. I have to get that out there because when you're live streaming, you don't always have a live audience in front of you, and you can't see them and you can't interact with them. So that is the downside. But that is vastly outweighed by the pros, which are that you can perform live for anybody in the world, and that's absolutely huge. People are not kind of squeezing into a lovely tiny jazz venue in London. People in China are watching. People all over the world have access now to this content, which I just think is wonderful.
Yep, absolutely. So we are celebrating National App Day today, and it's not apps like you eat, but since I brought that up, see, we should have an app for apps, right? Wouldn't that be great if you had like an app? I'm giving people ideas now. You have an app about how you rate your favorite apps. So like if you like chicken wings or whatever it is, right? Appetizers.
Oh, thank you.
I suppose. So in the United States, if you go to a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant, usually they'll ask, would you like to start this off with an app? So whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be calamari, right? It's got to be the calamari.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you,
calamari?
What do you like for appetizers?
Oh, I'm really old school. I love prawn cocktail.
Okay. Very nice. All right, so we are going to start our next contest, everybody. And again, you can pick a number between 1 and 10,000 anytime. 1 and 10,000 anytime for tickets to Becki's concert, where she's debuting world premiere on some of her new songs, which is fantastic. You'll be the first people to get to see those and hear those. 1 in 10,000, and put the hashtag Celebrate Every Day behind that. If you're in the running for another pair of socks and the tortilla warmer, Pick a number between 1 and 1,000. 1 and 1,000, and we'll be giving that away live. The tickets for the concert are available through 2 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So if you're catching this after the live, you can still win those concert tickets. So get both of your guesses in. You're a saxophonist as well, Becki.
Yeah, that's right. So I studied saxophone at music college.
Okay.
Yeah, so didn't study singing, but as soon as I had left college, I started singing more and more, and so one gradually overtook the other one.
Gotcha. So interesting. So do you prefer to play saxophone or sing?
I prefer to sing.
Okay.
Yeah, singing feels a lot more natural to me. I love playing the sax, but I definitely know where my strengths lie. So on the new album, I've got a wonderful saxophonist called Ben Waghorn that I'm working with, because and people say, "Oh, you're a sax player. Why don't you play?" And I say, "Well, have you heard Ben?" Yeah.
I can relate to that. Not that I'm even anywhere talented musically. Outside of that, I enjoy listening to great music, of course. So,
when did you start playing the sax, Becki, if you don't mind me asking?
I was 13.
Okay,
so
okay.
I played clarinet for about 2 weeks.
and then moved to the sax. So do you perform? Do you play the sax in some of your recordings as well?
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. I never got past the recorder myself, which is a traditional instrument we all play in the UK.
I do.
That's great. That is great. So again, we are. Oh, we really do have some. I apologize, everybody.
Yes, I started when I was 13.
Okay, I think we're all caught up, right? Everybody can hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, very good. But it took you like 2 seconds to do that, so I think we really do have some latency issues today. So, happy National App Day, everybody. We're playing App Wars as well. Both Becki and George are iPhone users. I'm an Android user. So my next question for you, I guess, we use traditional texting and our phone calls that we can make, but do you have other ways to call people overseas or text people or what have you? Do you have a favorite app for that? Neither one of you are saying anything here.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was to Becki, but I could definitely. I was already kind of thinking about that one because I remember the first time my dad, like it must have been about 20 years ago, my dad, introduced me to Skype, and he was like, "Hey, son, free phone calls to Africa and various different places, and I was like, Dad, you were the first one to tell me there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? So it took me another 10 years to cotton on. So, but yeah, Skype was the original one. Then we went to Tango, and now it's WhatsApp, and Teams. You can call everybody on pretty much everything, really.
Yep. And I think Becki was waiting in there too. Go ahead, Becki, if you're ready. I think you had said something about WhatsApp. I have a feeling. Are you hearing her at all, George?
No, I can't. So I think
okay.
Connectivity issues there.
Yeah. So I'm just going to take her out of here to the screen for a second here, and maybe if we take her out and then back in again.
No dramas at all.
All right, let's hopefully that this will work. Hey, Becki, if you can hear us okay, why don't you log out?
Yes, WhatsApp. I'm a WhatsApp
there we go.
girl. Definitely.
Okay.
Although I'm on so many WhatsApp groups now, you could just spend your whole life, just replying to people on WhatsApp.
Sure. So I guess I use WhatsApp as well. Anybody else out there, if you use WhatsApp or whatever you use, go ahead and weigh in on that. Or states that the recorder is the rite of passage everywhere. I don't know if we called it a recorder back in the day, George.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
interesting because, you know, going back onto the sax question, I mean, I've got an older son and he started playing when he was 8, but he got put off by just having to carry the thing. So
okay.
he kind of retired a little bit early as well. But the recorder was convenient, easy to carry,
Yep.
and yeah, it was the rite of passage. I mean, obviously, growing up in the UK, I don't know if you guys had the same thing, or do you call it something different?
Yeah, I was trying to remember. We didn't call it a recorder, although I think that's the term now. Yeah, I just don't remember. It seems to me like it started with a P.
Like a
Um,
flute. I mean, well, obviously, a flute doesn't start with a P,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
mean, it was like it's kind of like a flute kind of instrument. It was
it
very
is.
basic
Yep, yep,
ability to kind of play. So, yeah, from a musical perspective, you know, the recorder is as far as you know. I actually got. I can see Laura there has kind of chimed in and said a rite of passage. She's very talented in terms from a
right.
musical sense.
So I know that we're having some issues with Becki, and I think she's making an attempt to come back in here. But let's talk a little bit about how people can watch Becki
Sure.
on that. And she's coming back in the way it looks here.
No worries. Yeah, so in terms of being able to watch, We Are Live Entertainment app is available to download on Google. It also works on a HTML, which means, you know, you can watch it on your computer screen as well, and then you can download it via Google Play. Once you come into the app, you'll click on Becki's name and go through to the Buy Now page, and then you'll be able to purchase the concert at the moment. And don't forget to use your NDC Wally promo codes. And then for those of you that are fortunate enough to get free access, I'm sure that will be taken care of if you win the competition that we're kind of floating today.
Right, exactly. Welcome back, Becki.
Thank you. Hopefully I am back. Am I
Well,
back?
yeah, we can hear
No.
you okay. I think your video is a little, you know, got a little latency going on there, but I think your audio is okay. So I would love to. Anybody want to hear Becki sing something for us? Just curious, and make sure that get your guesses in, everybody. 1 to 10,000 for a chance to win. Your chance for tickets for Becki's concert coming up here, where she's world debut of some of her new stuff coming off of her next album here. So, um,
I was going to say, sorry, Marla, I was going to say, Becki, I can see an organ in the background as well, so you can play
yeah,
play that too.
I appreciate that. Yes.
Oh my
So
God. No.
I knew I shouldn't have had it in the camera shot.
you're right. You're right. She can play along here if she wants. Yeah. So I know we
God.
talked beforehand.
Okay.
Becki does have a favorite Christmas song. So Becki, if we'll give it a try here, right? And we'll interrupt you if it doesn't work, but go ahead and do a little song for us if that's okay.
Okay, I would love to. So this is just a little bit of one of my favorite Christmas songs, which is "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Troubles will be out. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yule cheer, all our troubles will be miles away. There we go. I think I'm experiencing a little bit of latency again, but I hope that you can hear that. Did that work?
That was excellent. Excellent.
It was excellent, absolutely excellent. Yes. So go ahead and get those guesses in between 1 and 10,000 for Celebrate Every Day, and then also the 1 to 1,000. We're still in the running for one
Thank
more
you.
pair of socks
Thank
and
you.
a tortilla.
Got a little excited there, Marlo, because I think Noel just mentioned it was the piccolo is what you refer to the recorder as. Is that right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little research on that. So, unfortunately, I have no voice left here. George, you may have to actually ask some questions here because I'm struggling a little bit here. So I'll let you.
No worries at all. I mean,
you.
so, oh, there you go.
Oh,
Perfect. We might get a little tune coming out as well from the recorder. So you can give us a basic lesson, I hope, in recorder lesson 101, perhaps. Take us all back.
why do you have that, Becki? We're just really struggling here today, aren't we, George?
I know. I was wondering if it would be possible to just maybe get the audio going.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do that.
Okay.
Oh, here she comes.
Yeah. Why not? I've actually put this on a track before, Marlo. So this has actually been recorded on one of my tracks, which is out there in the world. You never know when you're going to need the sound of a recorder.
Yes, yes. So Becki, we're going to have you jump out and jump back in again if you can hear us. So because we're still getting a lot of latency. Krista, the recorder of the Fipple flute. I have never heard of that before, George.
The Fipple flute. No, I'd never heard of that terminology.
That would be hard to say fast 3 times. I'm just saying.
Fipple flute.
So while we're waiting for Becki to get back in here, and again, we apologize, everybody. You know, that's the problem nowadays is that with everybody streaming and, you know, classes and everything else, the internet a lot of times just can't seem to keep up. And of course, I have to do the shameless plug as well. So don't forget, if you need calendars for Christmas gifts or holiday gifts this year, you need to get your order in pretty shortly. This is the National Day wall calendar here for standard shipping, because I think Monday is the last day that you can order for ground shipping in order to get there in time for Christmas. I mean, it's crazy that we're that close already, but they're so backed up in shipping channels already that they're actually stating that there's stuff right now that they don't claim, or that they're claiming isn't even going to make it in front of Christmas. So so get your orders in. After that, you're just going to have to order them priority is how it's going to have to work. So if you want to save a couple dollars on shipping, get your orders in as soon as you can.
It's interesting you mentioned streaming, Marlo. So that's a great segue into the technology that's behind Wally. We do have the ability to stream multiple streams, live streams, and there's a lot of technology behind it which allows uninterrupted kind of coverage of those events. So coming into the app and being able to stream through the app, we don't experience those types of technical difficulties. Obviously, when you're kind of broadcasting high quality sound and voice, it's really important to have that engine working on the end. So any customers coming into the app can rest assured that there's a lot of technology behind it that ensures uninterrupted coverage.
Right. And George, and I know you know this, but people that are watching might not, is that when people are streaming, the companies that are bringing streaming to you, there are different packages of packets, internet packets that you can purchase, and you can actually have priority access for your streaming events is how it works. So if you pay the premium, you're able to actually stream at a better, more uninterrupted quality than somebody like maybe what we're using right now, that is in maybe a lot of demand all the time. So they take those lower cost packages because they're trying to save a dollar or two because they're in such high demand all the time. So just throwing that out there, I guess. But Pam, when I was in the 6th grade, we learned another brick in the wall on the recorder.
That's a great track.
That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So are you hearing us okay, Becki?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, that's
And
great. You're back
Yay!
in full voice.
yes,
Much better.
so I hate to do this to you again, but you broke up during your performance.
Okay.
So we'd love to hear you again.
Okie dokie. Same song or a different song?
Whatever you'd like to do.
Okay. Oh, well, let's have a little bit of the Christmas song. So this is the Mel Torme, that lovely classic song. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. Ah, you could hear me that time. That's good.
That was amazing. That was
That
really
was
good.
beautiful. That was
Thank you.
fantastic. Thanks for sharing that with us. So
My
we're going to
pleasure.
wrap up the second contest for the socks and the tortilla warmer in 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's all done and over for that one. Google. Okay, Google. Pick a number between 1 and 1,000.
Here's a random number. 468.
The second number for the second set of
Yes, I'm going
socks.
to just look for a charger. So sorry.
Oh, okay. Go right ahead. 468. 468 was the second one. So remember, you can still guess between 1 and 10,000 for those tickets for tomorrow. Or actually, I should clarify that the contest will go on until 2 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So in about 23 hours and 15 minutes from now, that will be given out. So if you want to be in, and so if you're joining us after the live, you can still get a chance to win. You just got to put a number between 1 and 10,000. Put the hashtag celebrate every day for your chance to win those. So it is also National App Day. Happy National App Day, George.
Thank you very much. Happy National App Day to you too. Sorry.
What is your favorite app?
I mean, my favorite app. In terms of favorite apps, I think it's definitely the idea or the concept of being able to use fitness apps. I do find them very useful with regard to that. And again, I like to stream talk radio. Talk Sport is a favorite app of mine, so that's probably, if you were to look at the analytics on my phone, you would probably see Talk Sport as being the top most used app on my phone.
Very cool. Becki, how about you? What is your favorite app?
Ooh. Well, I do love the ones that help you to keep in touch with people. But
Okay.
I think actually at the moment, I think my most used app is probably Amazon Music, because I'm just constantly, I've got the unlimited package and I'm constantly listening to different things. It's Christmas songs on repeat at the moment around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite app, I would say, has probably been a favorite of mine for years, is Evernote. I keep all of, I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but I have, I can go back 8 or 9 years into like my show notes and whatever and retrieve, programs, notes. I put recipes in there if I run across something. If I run across somebody's business card, I'll take a snapshot of that and put it in Evernote. I mean, it has actually become my life. I put all of my notes in, and they're all searchable, which is what's fantastic about it. So I can, who was that person I met a year and a half ago at that one conference? I can actually type the conference in and pull that note up, and I'm like, it's crazy that I have that ability to do that. So I love Evernote for those type of things. So, all right, so I know we're getting close to wrapping things up here. Remember, everybody, get your guess in between 1 and 10,000 for Becki's world premiere of her new album. I'm going to guess you have some favorites you're going to perform as well, correct?
Yes, absolutely. So I I just adore Elvis. I completely love Elvis. So I'm singing some Elvis.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah. Shall I tell you which song it is, or would you like it to be a surprise?
Well, it's up to you.
Okay, well, I'm happy. So it's
Okay.
I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, which
Oh,
is
that's
my
fantastic.
favorite.
Got it.
So lovely.
Great.
And also Wichita Lineman, I perform in the show as well,
Okay.
which I just adore. And also some things that I've written. So there are some original songs in the show as well.
That's great. That's great. And I'll run that banner across the bottom again here. So for ticket information, just head on over to wally.rocks, or you can hop into the Google Play Store, correct, George? Or
Correct. You can get onto Google Play Store, you can get onto Apple and download, and if you just hit Becki and go to Entertainment and buy now, you can purchase tickets there, or you go to wally.rocks/entertainment.
Okay. Okay. And has the concert been is the concert available now, or
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Okay.
available on demand now.
Gotcha. So when did you record this?
I recorded it in September, I think.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
When was it? No, it wasn't September. No. Oh gosh, the autumn has just all merged into one.
Yes, I won't argue with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't
was
even
in
seem
the
like
autumn.
Christmas yet, actually. So it's just,
Yeah, it first broadcast on the 4th of December. So it
Okay.
broadcast on the 4th of December. It was the first live stream that we did. And then from there, it's available on demand as of now. And it will be available up until the 31st of January 2021.
fantastic. So George, Becki, it's been a pleasure. Becki, thank you for performing on the spot for us. That was really nice of you to do so.
No, my pleasure. I'm so sorry about the tech issues.
Well,
Maybe I need
it
to
happened.
get a bit better on National App Day. With
You certainly are coming in loud and clear now. So I have no idea what the bugs were earlier, but we worked through them. That's what we got George for, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's
No dramas.
so
As long as you don't ask me to sing. And obviously the shameless plug as well. You can follow us on @WeAreLiveE and on Twitter, and then we.r.live.entertainment on Instagram, and we have a Facebook page, We Are Live Entertainment as well. So by all means, track down Becki at Becki Biggins, and you should be able to kind of connect with us as well on social media. So we're looking forward to more people come in.
Very good. Well, happy holidays to the both of you. I hope that you have a very blessed Christmas and a great happy New Year. And someday, hopefully, when you're in the States, Becki, or maybe when I get over to the UK, we'll have to get together and have a cup of Joe. I'm always up for coffee. So that would be great.
Lovely.
So, all right, you guys, you take care.
No worries.
Thanks,
Cheers,
everybody.
Milo, Becki.
Thank
Pleasure
you,
talking to you.
Lovely to see you, George. Take
Thank
care.
you. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.